Hi, welcome back to Hostbox A channel and back to the tutorial for computer architecture and organization. This is a tutorial exclusive helpful for whoever want to prepare for a GATE, UGC, college level and any kind of competitive as well as some of the university level exams also. Let's go for session today. Today we are going to see the topic called locality of reference. The previous session I explained about the catch mapping techniques completed by set associative mapping, where you know catch mapping, three types will be there. One is called direct mapping, another one is called fully associative mapping, last one is called the set associative mapping. Today we are going to see the locality of reference. You know catch operation, the basic principle of catch operation is called locality of reference only, and what its type and how it work and how these are helpful to improve the performance of the computers or increase the speed of the computers, the point of view. So locality of reference, what you can say locality of reference? It means, you can say it means or it refers to a phenomenon in which a computer program tends to access same set of memory locations for a particular time period. And also the property of locality of reference is mainly shown by loops and subroutines calls in the program. In the locality of reference I have two types. One is called temporal locality, another one is the spatial locality. Before now the example of this information, let's go for the diagram. So you know today we need support of cache because CPU is very fast and main memory not up to the level. So when you want to fetch the data from main memory, it takes some time. So if you have cache, what happens? Cache is the fastest memory unit where it will helpful to fetch the data very fast. You already know, so easily you can access the data. And one more diagram is again recalling, because we want to understand locality of reference, you have to catch and understand these fundamental points here. Let's assume that you have main memory and CPU, and whenever the CPU requests information or data, fetch the data, it will be available in the cache memory. Mostly will get back. If not there, what happen? If not there, it go to the main memory and fetch search in the main memory and get back the data, and the data will come to main memory, and from main memory it part to the CPU. So if the information or data not out in the cache memory, that is called cache. If the information available in the cache memory by default, what happens? That is called cache hit. Otherwise, if the information not available, it go to main memory and again main memory to cache memory and again cache memory to CPU brought in. That is called a cache miss. So this information you have to know already now. For understand here now this information to catch. So you know cache hit and cache miss. If information out of cache memory, it go and fetch the data from main memory, and main memory the data will be from main memory to cache memory and again cache memory to CPU. It brought from cache memory to the CPU, that is called cache miss. And now go for temporal locality. So temporal locality, you can say the definition, it refers to the reuse of specific data and resources within a relatively small time duration. Remember, example you can say looping, and before that you know the data, this regarding this cache memory, the data or contents of the main memory that are used again by the CPU, again with CPU, are stored in the cache memory so that CPU can easily access the data in short time. That is the main point. Again repeating here, the data or content of the main memory that are used again by the CPU are stored in the cache memory so that the CPU can easily access the data in the short time. It's for understanding purpose. We can say some example. For example, I am a programmer, C programmer. I am always using Turbo C and execute the program. So what happens whenever go Turbo C, instead of taking 40 seconds, if you frequently take just 20 seconds, you can open the Turbo C environment and start to write the program. It's possible. That is for understanding purpose. Now go for temporal locality. There will be diagrams there, and loop. Example you can say loop, and loop. What you can say, because in loop means what, you can use multiple number of times. If you have a for loop or something, see from what happen, anything you want to get data, what happen, you can use multiple times and get back the information. And spatial locality, other name is called data locality. Here it refers to the use of data elements within relatively close storage location. Simple definition, spatial location means what? Spatial location means it refers to the use of data elements within relatively close storage location. Example you can say nearly every program except spatial locality. So whatever the program and what are the operation we are doing in the computer, most of the form the spatial locality only. It's for a diagram for better understanding some points here. So here this example diagram for understanding the temporal temporal locality where you have locations where you have main memory. Let's assume that you have block 1, block 2, block 3 and block 4. You know, computer means a program how the program executed in the CPU. It will be in the form of instruction 1, instruction 2, instruction 3, instruction 4 and so on. So this is the current memory location where cache memory is there, and CPU access for tag data, cache direct memory and cache data memory will be there. So what will happen when you go for temporal memory, temporal locality? When CPU access the current main memory location for reading required data or instruction, it also gets stored in the cache memory, which is based on the fact that same data or instruction may be needed in near future. So here what happened, whenever CPU access the current main memory, here, the location for reading required data or instruction, it also gets stored in the cache memory, which is based on the fact that same data or instruction may be needed in near future. So let's say example, here some information. So for example, I have a file called a.txt. I'm for example personally I'm using one day and the week of the day. After for 10 days I'm using again the a.txt and do the modification. Again after 10 days I'm going to a.txt. So what happened? The information from the main memory will be moved to the cache memory, and copy of the data will be in the cache memory by default. Copy of the data will be in cache memory. So whenever CPU want to fetch the data of a.txt, it can fetch from the cache memory and easily you can get it. Let's go for spatial one. So spatial locality means what? Here the instruction or data near to the current memory location that is being fetched may be needed soon in the near future. Remember, means what? Instruction or data near to the current memory location that is being fetched may be needed soon in the future. So it's a diagram where you can go for further mode for clarity. So here location main memory, let's assume the block. Here what will happen means whenever CPU requires some data, it goes search in the information scan and search in the cache memory. So if the information is not there, let's assume that you are going to search a file called b.txt. The relevant information are there, it goes search in the main memory by block 1, block 2, block 3 and block 4. Let's assume this block having multiple locations. Let's assume that the b.txt file available is location block number 4 and so on. So it have multiple locations. So the file may be here or anywhere. But what will happen whenever for using this spatial locality, the entire multiple blocks data will be brought to the cache memory and copy of the information, and again the cache from the cache memory they will move to the CPU. So if you want to only beta.txt, but the entire multiple all the information will be copied to the cache memory here. That's the advantage here. So like that you can use the spatial locality here. Entire block of the data will be brought to the cache. Let's say example I told you now the entire, and also remember, and just now I told the example for this spatial locality is what? That is loops, that is program. Most of the programs follow this only. Current memory location, same everything, all are same only. So I hope that you understand this. Back to PPT here. I hope that you understand what is locality of reference and what are the types of locality of reference and why we need cache memory always in the view of computer architecture and organization, how it will help to improve the performance as well as the increase the speed of the tremendous speed of the computer, and also what is the role of this temporal locality and the spatial locality. If you have any queries or comments, please communicate with us in the social media like Facebook, Twitter and LinkedIn also. And thanks for watching. Please like, share, comment and subscribe. Press bell icon for more updates, and thanks.